And so pumpkin, when you use pumpkin, don't go for the big ones. Go for the small pumpkin, the pie pumpkins, the sweet pumpkins. You can find them already diced. Some grocery stores will have it, which will save you some time. But just, quick trick for dicing pumpkin. If it is too hard, like a lot of squash can be too hard to cut, then what you want to do is you can poke it a few times with the fork in the microwave for about 30-second, 1-minute intervals, just until it softens up a bit, and then it's easier to slice. If you have a sharp knife, question, or yes?
I have a comment.
Comment.
If you're following us on YouTube, we just made a couple of YouTube videos. Jeremy has how to cut a pumpkin. So if he's going too fast today, or you want to review it or share it with your friends, that's on YouTube. I also did a video that just got posted yesterday on the nutritional value of pumpkin.
So you can check that out.
So yeah, not just for decoration. You have to try to include one orange fruit or vegetable in your diet every single day in order to get some beta carotene, a powerful antioxidant.
So what we're going to do is start off by cutting the top off of the pumpkin. And this is a little trick with any round vegetables, any round fruit that is going to roll around on you. This can be, a hazard, especially if your knife skills aren't the greatest. So a little tip is to just cut just the slightest little edge off, and just very, very little. And this is, great if you're doing apples, if you're doing anything that's going to roll around. And what this does is it gives you a flat surface, so now it's not going anywhere. So now when I go to attempt to cut that top off, it is going to be a little harder. Exactly. It's not going to be rolling all over the place. So pretty simple. Just run your knife through, sharp knife, and now I have a much bigger surface where I can lay it flat. From here, you just want to peel it, and you can use these speed peelers, these Y peelers here are fantastic for this. It just, it's a little bit of work, but that'll take care of the peel there. You can also just use your knife, and if you feel comfortable with it, you just kind of run down the sides and work your way through it. So just small dice of that pumpkin flesh. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a roasting pan. To that, we are going to add, got some zucchini here. Zucchini is a great vegetable to use.
So one challenge that I gave to Jeremy with this salad was I wanted him to create a salad that was low in insoluble fiber. Where do you find insoluble fiber? Your leafy greens, basically all vegetables. So how do you make a salad that's going to meet that need? The reason that I wanted to address the insoluble fiber is that can be one area that makes digestive side effects from the radiation worse. So insoluble fiber is that kind of dry fiber. It's what's found in bran, so any whole grain, and in the skins and seeds of vegetables and fruits. So very difficult to limit that amount in your diet. But the way that this insoluble fiber works is it actually moves through your digestive system pretty quickly. So if you've already had radiation, you're already experiencing some side effects, going through some diarrhea, gas, bloating, you can imagine having a big salad and adding all this fiber is just going to make the problem worse. So one thing we recommend is to try to limit the amount of that insoluble fiber. One way to do that, removing some of the skins and seeds from your fruits and veggies, and Jeremy's going to show you some techniques to do that. Mm-hmm.
And so for celery is another great ingredient to use here. And you'd be used to peeling carrots, but not too many people peel their celery. And the one thing about celery, and this is great even just, even if you don't have digestive issues, celery has that all those stringy bits that always get caught in your teeth. And so it's a great idea is just, run just a regular peeler again through it, and you're going to remove all those stringy bits, or most of those stringy bits anyways, from the top of the celery. That's it. Try to keep about the same size dice as everything else. And we're going to roast this as well. So I also just threw some garlic cloves and some of that cubed bread on there. If you're using the 2-day-old bread, it's already kind of hard. You don't have to do this process. Because it's fresh bread, I want to toast it up a little bit as well. And it's just regular sourdough bread. Again, for someone who is dealing with digestive complications, you have to stay away from the whole grain and some of those more seedy bread. So this is a good option. If, and again, if you're not, then you can use whatever bread you like for this.
I like the sourdough in particular because compared to other types of white bread, it actually has a lower glycemic index, which means it doesn't raise your blood sugar as high. The reason being, in the bread making process, they add, that vinegar or that sour component to it, which actually affects, how high your blood sugar will go afterwards. So the sourdough really is, if you're going for the white bread, one of the healthier choices.
So this is going to go into the oven, 400 degrees, for about 15 minutes. The pumpkin doesn't take long. That's really the one you're looking for. So that's going to go in, and that's, just taste or check for the pumpkin to make sure it's cooked, it's soft all the way through. If it has a little bit of bite, that's okay. And that's pretty much it. That's most of your salad done. The only other step, which we wanted to show you, because tomatoes are a great addition to this. Sometimes the skins of the tomatoes and the seeds can be a problem. So this is one way in which you can easily peel those skins of the tomatoes, especially if they're the tinier ones, like the cherry tomatoes. This is not the greatest season. I mean, tomato season's over. We're not using those, nice beefsteak tomatoes, which you could use as well when they're in season. But right now, you probably get the smaller ones, the grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. And all you want to do is, with a knife, use a smaller knife. This doesn't make sense to use a big one. And cut a very, very shallow X into the bottom of the tomato.
Can you guys see that on the screen? Yeah. So you're just doing a little crisscross.
Just that little, whoa.
Oh, there we go.
X, that's it. And well, while this is roasting in the oven, you can throw the tomatoes on another tray, put those in the oven as well, same heat. They won't take as long. They're only going to take probably about 3-4 minutes. And you'll see the skins actually start to blister a little bit. And those skins peel off like really easy. And that's it. So these are ready to go. We're going to make a very quick dressing. So we have a little bit of grainy mustard. You can just use Dijon mustard. And you don't need too much. A little bit of honey. And about a tablespoon and a half of apple cider vinegar. Just to get that acid component in there. We're gonna add about half a tablespoon. So just a 1-to-1 in terms of acid to oil ratio here. And you can use a whisk. That would be a lot easier. And then all the ingredients. And this is a great thing, again, about cooking on parchment. I almost cook everything on parchment.
Who likes doing dishes?
Oh, yeah. But you do.
Someone in the front went, oh, no. Some people do. Scrubbing pots and pans, maybe not everybody's favorite.
And that's it. It's great. You can serve it right away. And I mean, you have those fall colors. You have that orange. And this will actually taste even better the next day. The flavor is going to be incredible. And that's it.